do 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 do.
A Learn and Learn trailer, Crane Discussions.
Hi everyone, I'm James Skidmore, Faculty of Arts Teaching Fellow.
And I'm Kyle Schultz. I'm with the CTE, the Faculty of Arts Liaison.
Kyle, I want to learn how to create discussion forums for my course on food. How do we do that?
Super. First thing we really need to know and to understand is how the discussions are actually laid out and what the components of the discussions actually are.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can look at this hierarchy here that we have, we can see that we start with discussions, forums, topics, threads, posts, and replies. And that really is the order that we pay attention to.
So discussions is the area of Learn where we can set up discussion
Exactly.
groups. Forums then is sort of, you need to have a forum, right?
It acts as a basket of sorts. So you need to have that forum to then start putting topics into, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then the topics then are going to be the individual spaces where students will then actually post their threads or post or replies to.
Okay.
And then the thread is almost a starting point. There has to be a thread. Student can start the thread, instructor can start the thread, and then everyone is either adding posts to that thread or replying to that thread as well.
So thread is the beginning post, and then post reply or any posts related to that beginning post.
That's just it.
Creates that.
And
thread.
they're all housed within a topic, which is then housed on a discussion forum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when we're grading, if we want to grade the discussion forums, it's the topic that becomes the grade book item.
Exactly.
But what we're actually grading are then the posts or the whatever posts the students make.
That's exactly it.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So there are different ways then that we could in fact visualize how this might actually look. Looking at this hierarchy again.
Sure.
So for example, we could have a course-wide forum with all topics comprised within that actual
So
forum.
that would mean one forum for the course, and then each of these topics is then listed within that forum.
Precisely. So here we have your foods as a forum, and then the individual topics are the different kinds of foods.
Okay.
And then within those topics, we would post our threads and our posts and replies.
Sure.
Yeah. So that's one way. Another way might be having one forum to one topic ratio.
Okay.
So here we have apples as a forum and then an apples topic. Because again, we can't post to that apples forum. We need a topic within that apples forum.
Okay. And what would be the advantage here? I guess one advantage would be then you have sort of like they're unrelated. Say it's a course where the topics are all unrelated.
Exactly.
Then each forum has its own standalone kind of discussion.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. And it's a little quicker too to set up. I mean, it's forum topic.
Right.
Hard to get confused, basically.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
A final way that I tend to like is having thematic forums with multiple topics. So again, looking back at your foods course, Fruit Basket would be a forum comprised then of apples, bananas, and cherries as individual topics.
Sure.
They relate to that fruit basket, and veggie platter, asparagus, broccoli, carrots as topics within the veggie platter forum.
Oh, yeah, that works really well because that helps categorize knowledge, puts it all together in related groups. One of these things belongs with the other, or whatever.
That's just it.
So one of the food groups we're dealing with in the course is donuts. So can we create a donut box?
Certainly, yeah. So let's walk through how to actually create a donut box forum.
Sure.
Okay, so we're on our Learn homepage, and one thing I just want to point out quickly is that it does look a little bit different. This is 10.3 of Learn, so you're going to see some differences here, especially with the discussions. But we want to start by going to Connect and going to Discussions.
Mm-hmm.
So what we'll see here when this loads up. There we go. We have our fruit basket, again, as we showed before, and we have our veggie platter. So we have two already created. Let's create our donut box. We're going to start by clicking on this blue New button. And again, we want to start with a forum.
So that's going to be the donut box.
That's the donut box, exactly. So let's just call it donut box as our title. We can add a description if you want to. You don't need to. These options are important to pay attention to, so let's go through those quickly. You can, in theory, allow anonymous posts. If you have a really large class and you want students to be able to perhaps speak their mind without knowing who said what, you could allow anonymous posts. You could also allow that all posts before they are actually submitted to that topic have to be actually observed and approved by a moderator, i.e. yourself. That can take a bit of time, so I would just advise you to be cautious using that.
Right.
And then you can also, and this is kind of nice, basically enforce your students to have to post a thread themselves before they can see what other people have in fact posted.
So that's like the first post or post first.
Post first, exactly.
Feature. Yeah.
Get unique thoughts before they see what other people are saying themselves. So use those however you see fit. We also have both availability and locking options. Availability implies that a forum or a topic is actually visible to students for either the entire course or a specific date range.
Visible to be seen even if they're not posting to it.
Exactly, and that's the difference. Locking options then imply that the forum will still be visible, sure, but students can only post to that topic for a specific point of time.
That's more than an implication. That's a rule.
That is, I mean,
Yeah.
you're saying specifically.
When you lock it, you're saying you can only post between this date and that date.
Exactly. So if you have specific timelines and due dates, I would recommend you use the locking option, certainly.
Good.
So we don't have to worry about those for now. We're just going to say save and add a topic.
Very good.
So we have our forum now. We have our donut box. Let's add a donut itself then.
Apple fritters.
Apple fritter. Sure. Good donut.
One of the best.
Again, here we have description again. We have the same options, so those can be done on either a forum or a topic basis,
Oh, okay.
as you see fit. We also have an option here to actually rate posts. That's, again, another new feature. You have these up and down voting. The 5-star rating has come back, but different kinds of rating schemes.
Just like a thumbs up, thumbs down.
Exactly.
Kind of
So again, be cautious using these, but you can use them if you want to.
Sure.
And again, here we have both availability and locking options too.
Oh, okay.
So again, we can specify those. We'll leave those for now. When we're happy, save and close. That will then bring us back to our discussion list. And we can see now here we have our new forum, donut box, with apple fritters as our topic.
Very good. One quick question.
Yes.
Does the availability and locking options, does the if you do them for the forum, does that override what you do for a topic?
Exactly. So just be careful if you're applying those on the forum level or on the topic level, because the forum level will apply to every single topic within that forum.
Very good.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. Ding 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 ding.